Pling, pling. Came back. Alrighty, I hope I'm live right now. Let's first of all check all these things. And if I'm actually live, then we can just simply go ahead. Okay, come on. 1 hour challenge. Okay, so as for the duration of the class, forget about the class, this is not actually a class. So as per the duration of this live session, it's going to be 1 hour. It could be more than that, but the minimum baseline is, of course, it's gonna be 1 hour. And I hope I have good connectivity of the internet right now. Okay, I think things are pretty well. They may get worse or not, I don't know, but right now at least they seem to be okay. So let's go ahead. My screen is already being shared, that means we can just simply go ahead with the things. And yesterday we were just working on a project that was the chat application. We couldn't get that done. There were so many things to handle in that one, so it wasn't possible for me to just get everything settled yesterday itself, like get the whole project ready. Tomorrow we will not tomorrow, just today itself, maybe by the evening or something, we'll give it a try and we'll get that thing done too as soon as possible. But for now, I'm gonna talk about the learnings that I have acquired today, and then we will be just discussing about those things in this live session. So it's gonna be something like that. It shows that the internet connectivity is poor. Why is that so? I don't know. Let me check the internet speed exactly. How much do I have? It should be fine, but not quite sure. 7, I think it's really poor. Okay, not really, it is not now. It seems to be okay, 55 56 mbps per second if I'm getting, that's again great. Okay, so I have good internet connectivity, that means you will the video is not gonna buffer, things are gonna be okay. Talking about the learnings, this is Neon, I talked about it yesterday. First of all, I'd like to give the credit to Harkirat sir, like this is his website, so I'm gonna be taking the contents from here. And I think if I'm just getting the content, so I should give the credits too. Okay, how can I do that? I should be able to do that, but I'm not able to do it here. Okay, I will just edit it at the end. And types of databases. Yesterday I was talking about Neon, so we are just simply gonna go through here. It's like I have learnt all these things and I'm just gonna teach those things again, so that at least I have a good command over all these topics. Once this is done, then we are settled. Okay, so types of databases, you must know what a database is if you actually a coder. Okay, if you are not a coder, don't worry about all these things, that doesn't really matter. Okay, what all we've learned today: simple SQL versus NoSQL, how to create Postgres databases, how to do CRUD on them, advanced relationships, joins, transactions and all. There are a few types of databases, all services all service different types of use cases. So ultimately, suppose if in a nutshell, if you talk about databases, so there are SQL, NoSQL, vector, graphs. There are many types of databases mainly. So the first one is NoSQL databases store data in a schema-less fashion, extremely lean and fast way to store data. Example is MongoDB. So yeah, there is no schema, that means any type of data you can store in that without defining a particular structure of that. But there is a problem. For quick applications this is okay, but when it comes to building large applications, and mainly like if you wanna scale the application, if you really wanna add more and more things in future, then this MongoDB database doesn't really work well. It works, I'm not saying it doesn't work at all, but yeah, for ultimately I can say the application scaling applications, SQL database is going to be the best option. By the way, this is a simple photo of that, pic of that. Then the graph database is there. Data is stored in the form of graph, especially useful in cases where relationships need to be stored. Social networks, so like we have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have WhatsApp, not yeah, WhatsApp can also be called, but mostly Instagram and Facebook. There are high chances that in these applications graph database is being used, mainly where people are getting connected. At that in that case we need to use it, and one of the examples is Neo4j. Have a look at this Neo4j. This is a graph database. So let's see exactly how it goes. mm. Neo 4G graph database and analytics graph database. Again, we are facing that problem. That's okay. That's not a big problem. Build intelligent apps and AI for fraud detection, real-time recommendations. So I have actually no idea about Neo 4G. This is the first time I'm on this homepage of this website, and would like to have some info about it. Let's see exactly what it does, how it does, and if we actually wanna use that, how can we use this too? Like it, whether you actually use it now or not, that doesn't matter. But the thing is that if you have the knowledge of it, then it would be better in future to start building. Let's see how it goes, and this particular thing will keep going on like this only. Neo 4J Aura. Aura. I think that's the right one. Sign. Will I have to sign up here? Come on. I just wanted to use it directly. Try Aura for free. Fully manage the updates first. Robust. Okay, whatever. Let's sign in with Google and then see what happens. This was not really the plan to just go through this database. Merely it is a graph database. That means mainly for connectivity. If there is an application where people are getting connected, so this particular database can be useful. But again, I have to check the things, working things, like how it actually works, how many features it provides, and apart from all these things, how it actually works, because I have no idea at all. So this is the main thing that I have to see. Again, the duration of the life can be more than 1 hour, but how much it's gonna be, I'll only come to know once the live session ends. Okay, why is it taking lots of time? I should be getting proper internet connection right now, but still it is taking too much time. Okay. Built-in tools to learn, build and visualize, no credit card required. That's a good thing. Robust security, reliability, and ACID compliance. What does this mean? I have no idea. I think I should be logged in. Come on, how many times will I have to click continue with Google? Oh, come on. I hope this time it's gonna work. Otherwise, I'll have to just keep clicking on that. If it doesn't, okay, we are here in the home page, if I'm not wrong. Vipin Singh Patel, name is here. Okay, Vipin Singh Patel, company, what? Institution. Let's write Unstoppable Academy. Who cares? Works at. Yeah, I work at this company, but this company doesn't exist at all. What are you looking to achieve within other? Okay, analyze data using a build a graph, a powered application. Okay, software developer. This is gonna be this one. Okay, this is amazing. This is how it works. The graph one. I have no idea. Then generative AI knowledge. It could be. Let's go with generative AI, because in future I will be learning about AI. For now, I can go with yeah, knowledge graph. Let's go with generative AI. I will be working with this later. Create an instance. We started with free instance, no credit card required. Okay, let's go ahead. I have no idea exactly what's happening over here. So oh come on, I should not show this thing. Download the admin credentials for your instance. These are only shown once. Download it. The ID and password, username, password, they have been shown here, so people may be using it, but I don't really think that someone is gonna find it. I will try to. What is this? Creating your instance. This takes a couple of minutes. That's okay. This takes a couple of minutes. I should just hide it. I have shared my username. That's Neo4J, that's alright, but the password, that is too long, and I hope that's not visible properly. People are gonna take no. One can easily create an account, a free account on Neo4j, or so. I don't really think they will be doing these types of. This take a couple of minutes, so it will be taking a couple of minutes for now. We can just simply go ahead, as simple as that. So we were here going through all these things. Then we went through this Neo4j website, and let's go ahead. Vector databases. This is only useful when it comes to AI related things. So it stores data in the form of vectors. As you, if you are from math stream, so you must have learned about vectors in 11th and 12th. Useful in machine learning. So yeah, as I was saying that if you are talking about AI where machine learning is being used, so vector databases are going to be used over there. And Pinecone is a vector database. I'd like to have a look at this, at least how it works and all. So Pinecone, this is the website for the vector database for scale in production. So if you are somebody working with AI, machine learning and all, you can go with database. Get a demo. How will I get a demo? I have to just send my info. Start building. Is there any documentation type something? Neo4j or others is still being built right now. The biggest problem I'm facing right now, that is the net issue. Though I have proper like 5G network connection right now, but as I'm getting it from outside to my PC, it's taking lots of time to just load the applications properly. Long-term memory, AI, whatever that was. Come on, again I'll have to sign up over here. These things, I think I should get these things done in the background. It's mainly for me, like how these things actually work. And let's simply go ahead. SQL databases stores data in the form of rows. Okay, like this. Most full applications. What is this? Khata book application. I'm getting a message. Most full stack applications will use this example MySQL and Postgres. So ultimately there are two mainly databases, MySQL and Postgres, and I have used MySQL, Postgres both, and mainly right now I'm just working with Postgres. MongoDB is already covered. Alrighty, let's go with the subjects and all. Long-term memory for AI start building. I'm building for a small personal project to get a start for free. Okay, continue. Preferred coding language is going to be JavaScript. Continue. Company name, of course, Unstoppable Academy. Who cares? It's gonna be company, or it is a company. Who uses this? Come on, yeah. Can I skip this? Yeah, there is an skip option. Okay, so these were the things that I actually created yesterday. Let's remove all these things from here. This thing is not quite done, so I need these things. So let's just keep them safe so that whenever I need them I can use them. As simple as that. Your default API key has been generated. I can just see this thing. You must copy and save this key immediately for security. It will not show you this key again for after you close this dialog. Please save it somewhere secure for future. Come on, yaar, what kind of things these are? Now I need to save this key somewhere really safe. Safe, not really. Sticky notes. I think this would be helpful for me. Okay, let's close this one. UI, UX and all. What is this merchant? Close this one too, so I will get something or the other over here. Well, guess what? I was wrong. So make yourself right. Sticky notes. Open it again. Can't I open others? Notes list. Here are the notes list. And then first SUI. Come on, which one should I open? This one is this. If I just simply go ahead, I can't even have a look properly if I don't scroll. So I'm merely talking about Razor Pay over here. So let's leave this particular thing. And there's one more internal shortcut. I hope this will help me get the things that I'm looking for. Well, guess what? It has. And I think over here I can just, it does not have, or it has. Okay, it has. Over here I can save the API key of like Pinecone, Pinecone API key. I don't know whether in future I need this or not, but as I'm getting the option to just save, so I'm just saving it right now. This thing is done. Second one has already been downloaded actually. So if I just open my file explorer over here, and here this one that I actually have. Okay, neon, free instance, password, and everything's here. I can just copy and paste all these things over there too. Well, this thing is going to be here as long as I want, but it's better. Why am I doing it? I don't know whether I'm going to use these things in future or not, even that's not clear. But as I've got the chance to just save them, I'm saving them. At least something's better than nothing. Wait for 60 seconds. Okay, this is how you should go. Let's close it. Close this one and close this one too. So this much is done, and after that what to do next? Perplexity. I was just going through this one. So I have almost done this thing. Let's close this thing. Pip install Pinecone, I can install it, and this is how I can just work with the things. So I can install Pinecone from Pinecone. This is mainly for another language. For Python I knew that, so I need to go with Java. So import this from this, the API key, it's connected. Then const index quick start, yes, or right, await PC Pinecone dot create index for model name AWS and all. Okay, and then we can just simply quick start. I'd like to have a look at this too. If it doesn't work in future, like so I lose my keys and all, that's all right. I can get a new Gmail and create, and I had better create a new Gmail for all these things. Open in a new tab, why not? Quick start, how does it we install? Okay, we will install it. We will get the configuration done. That's okay. Once the configuration is done, then we can just simply index that we get from there. PC dot index name space example whatever index dot of certain records. This is kind of a completely new thing. Still, you are just having a look at that and trying to get some sense out of that. You just created a query, and okay, things go like this. I don't need this right now. It was just for knowing purpose, so we can skip it. And let's go through the get started section of this one. Import your data, query your data, build an application, Neo4j, optimize queries, monitor authorization, regeneration. Okay. Preview query dashboards. Isn't there any? Let's leave it for now. At least I have gone through it once. That should be enough. Let's go ahead. Okay, types of databases. We have gone through types of databases. So if we try to summarize, then there's a SQL database, and mainly there's no SQL database, and after that graph database is there, vector database is there. Forget about the examples, that doesn't really matter. And SQL database is there. Inside SQL we have SQL itself, and then we have SQL itself, and then we have Postgres. Talking about this one, no SQL, then we have MongoDB. When it comes to graph, so I think the Pinecone, I don't know whether this was gone or not. And then not really, Pinecone is the vector one. And for this one we had a graph or a Neon4j. What was not really Neon4j, Neo4j, that was 4j. So this is how they were. Graph Neo4j, and that was the same thing I was mentioning over there. I hope I have mentioned described them in the right way. So graph Neo4j, then Pinecone, and this is how we went. You might have used MongoDB. Its schemaless properties make it ideal for bootstrapping a project fast, but as your app grows, this property makes it very easy for data to get corrupted. Is that really so? Corrupted means you can just uh, save anything anywhere. That means there is no particular structure, so the data can easily get corrupted. You never know what's gonna happen next. So yeah, that is right. What is schema? Is different rows can have different schemas. So this row, this row, this row, they have different schemas. That's right. Problems can lead to inconsistent database, can cause runtime errors. Is it too flexible for an app that needs strictness? That's right. Upsides can move very fast, can change schema very easily. You might think that Mongoose does add strictness to the database code base because we used to define a schema that the site using Mongoose. That strictness is present at the Node.js level, not at the DB level. You can still put in erroneous data in the database that doesn't follow the schema. That's right. We use Mongo. There is an ODM, I think. ORM or ODM. I think that is ORM. What is Mongoose called? Because it's used as a middleman to connect to MongoDB. So ODM, Object Document Mapping. Time complex Mongoose provides a powerful whatever. Okay, so there was the, I think this is the name ODM or something. So this is the name of this thing. This thing is done. Let's go to the next one. Why SQL? SQL databases have a strict, and this is not going to be it. We will be going through it. Then the code we will be using that. Like I'll be using with the code, checking whether the things work as expected or not. And this is how we'll be going ahead. SQL databases have a strict schema. They require you to define your schema, put in data that follows that schema, update the schema as per your app changes, and perform migrations. So there are 4 parts when using an SQL database, not connecting it to Node.js, just running it and putting data in. This went over my head completely. So there are 4 parts when using SQL, not connecting it to Node.js, just running it and putting data in it. Okay, running database using a library that lets you connect and put data in it. Okay, creating a table and defining its schema. So running database, Neon is going to be used there. Okay, this thing is done. Run queries on the database to interact with the data, insert, update, delete, etc. Yeah, that's right. Next, step 4, creating database. First one option is NeonDB. Neon Tech is a decent server service that lets you create a server. So Neon is gonna help us create a server. That's we have already done. Then using this particular command, Postgres SQL username. Okay, Postgres username, password, ep broken first, whatever, then com logger. We can use this command to get the things connected. And there are different things. So if I just open my notes here, the first thing is Neon DB owner. That is the user that we have at first. So ultimately username, and that should be there. Come on guys, that here. So the first thing is we get is username as mentioned here. After username we have the password. Okay, so this is the password that we get. So this section, the password comes over here, and after @ as for the code is 5432 by default if I'm not wrong. It configures it on its own. Yeah, and then we have host ep from ep to take. So then from this particular section, from this @ to take, this is just simply the host, And if we talk about it over here, so from ep this to this is the host, this is the database name if I'm not wrong, and after that we get the database name, and we have to just set SSL true. That is really important, because if you are not setting that SSL true, maybe that is secure true or something, then things are gonna not work as expected. Okay, using docker locally, docker run name, well, I have no idea about this particular thing, the docker thing, so I will not comment on it. It could be like it's been used by that instructor, but I haven't used docker yet properly, so can't be sure. Then connecting string PostgreSQL, my string super localhost. If you are trying to get it connected to the localhost, as well as you are setting SSL mode disabled, using docker on Windows. Okay, here we are. How to run PostgreSQL in Windows terminal if you have docker installed. First run docker GUI application that help in running commands in terminal. After that, run it with the docker instance by the help of the following command. For the first time, if image is not downloaded, docker run name postgres whatever. Things are going over my head because this is the first time I'm actually going through it. I will learn about docker, and then I'll know what the things are here. If the docker image is there prior to use that, it can simply be run okay, by docker image. After that, use docker execute docker okay, this command in terminal, then enter the password. You will allow connect until unless you have ever used docker, these things are gonna simply go over your head. The connection string is similar to the string we had in Mongoose. Postgres username, password, host, database. Yeah, this is really interesting. You will have to enter username, then password, the host, and the database. That's it. Where does Harkirat live? There, huh? Harkirat lives in India. Harkirat from Chandigarh, whatever. So I think vector is explained over here. That has no connection at all with the way we have been discussing so far. Okay, let's simply go ahead. One thing I had to just mention over here, because this particular website, this is not mine of course, so I need to give credit. So it could be like credit, though he is my teacher, so come on yaar, I can't even type properly credit. What is the name of the website? Projects dot 100x devs.com. Okay, so credit goes to this particular website. This is not, of course, this hasn't been built by me, so I better give the credit. So projects dot 100x dot devs or whatever, I mean this much should be okay. By the way, who's gonna care? No one. So this thing is done. PSQL is a terminal based front end to what? PSQL is a terminal based front end to PostgreSQL. It provides an interactive command line interface to the PostgreSQL or timescale DB databases. With PSQL, you can type inquiries interactively. You issue them to PostgreSQL and see the queries results. That's right, ultimately what it means. Let's open VS Code over here. PSQL. I need to enter the password. Oh, come on. It didn't work. What was the password? PSQL. Error. Did I enter another password? I don't know. Password for Vipendra user. Can I get the password from here? Show password. This is the password that I got. Let's hide the password again. That's not a good thing to show over there, and that should not really matter. Let's see whether it works or not. Okay, PSQL version. Why is this not working? PSQL. One more time. Password. Again, it's asking for the password. And guess what? My password is wrong, so can't really do anything. It's been just half an hour and I'm just stuck with the password. Never mind, let's simply go ahead. How to connect to your database? I think there was few important things that I had to keep in mind before going ahead. Things are pretty much okay over here. Yeah, there's really nothing that much important to keep in mind. We can just simply go ahead. How to connect to your database? PSQL comes bundled with the PostgreSQL. You don't need it for this tutorial. We will directly be communicating with the database from Node.js. That's right. PSQL H broken this. Okay, PG is a Node.js library that you can use in your backend app to store PG, that means Postgres, store data in the Postgres DB. Similar to MongoDB, we will be installing this eventually in our app. Creating a table, defining its schema. Table in SQL. A single database can have multiple tables inside. Single database can have multiple tables inside, like users and to-dos. Think of them as collections in MongoDB. MongoDB connections, databases, collections, documents. So this is the database, then this is the firstly we have database. Inside the database we can have many collections. Inside those collections we have documents in MongoDB. But when it comes to SQL, in MongoDB mainly, when it comes to SQL, so we have database. Inside those databases we have multiple tables. Those multiple tables contain different types of data. As simple as that. Until now we have a database that we can interact with. The next step in case of Postgres is to define the schema of your tables. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. That's true. It is a language in which you can describe how you want to put data in database. That's again right. To create a table, the command is this. Okay, this is the command that we actually need to use in order to just create a table. We can directly get this thing done in the Neon console. This is the website that we have for getting these things done, and I think it would be better if I just type everything and just explain the things along the way, like how the things are actually working. So we have to just simply click on SQL editor. We will be able to see the things properly, and that's why it's better to just type the commands. Okay, first of all, if you want to create a table, so mainly it is for SQL, so just create create table. You can just name anything. For right now we are just naming it users, so a table named users will be created. But before that, let's simply look at table section, whether is there any table or not. I hope that there's no tables right now, but who knows. Come on, how long will you take? Okay, there are no tables. We can just simply go to SQL editor. This is a simple command, create table and users and all. I need to create a table. Command is this. I can note this thing down to, if you want to create a table. Okay, let's simply first of all create a table, then write it down. So the table will have an ID. Serial primary key. What does serial mean over here? I think it is already mentioned. There are a few parts of this SQL statement. Let's decode them one by one. Create table users. Create table users. This command initiates the creation of a new table in the database named users. That's what I was saying earlier. So ultimately create table will create the table. ID, the name of the first column in the users table, typically used a single unique identifier for each row user, similar to ID in Mongoose. What is this sign called? I don't know the name. Is this hyphen? This is not hyphen. What is the name of it? Called oh come on, yeah, underscore. So that's not hyphen. Hyphen means that's in the middle or something. So underscore. So underscore ID in MongoDB. Serial, a PostgreSQL specific data type for creating an auto incrementing integer. A PostgreSQL specific data type for creating an auto incrementing integer, because you need an ID, and that ID should increase every time a new document is created, a new data is inserted, and that is why we need to use serial over there. Every time a new row is inserted, this value automatically increments, ensuring each user has a unique ID. That is true. So serial and then primary key. This constant specifies that the ID column is the primary key for the table. So ultimately you are making ID as the primary key, and this primary key constant specifies that only, meaning it only uniquely identifies each row. Values in this column must be unique and not null. So if you have like mentioned primary key, so that is unique and not null by default. Primary key, something like this. So this first section is done. We can just simply move to the next one. The next one is username. Username varchar, like variable character length, so that's gonna be 50. Varchar is gonna be 50. It's gonna be unique, so the username should be unique. Username should be not null. That means two usernames cannot be the same first, and there should be unique and there should be not null. There should be some value in that, as simple as that. Then when it comes to email, varchar, and the length of it is gonna be like 255. Like 255 characters can be there ultimately. Variable character. So I hope that is the full form. It should be unique and it should be not null. This thing is done. Then let's talk about the password. So we will have these many fields in there. So varchar 255 not null. So ultimately what is the different thing that we are mentioning over here? Password is not unique. Like password can be anything. Two people can have the same password. Created at, when it comes to MongoDB, so we get it by default by mentioning like timestamps true and all. Over here we have to just make a field separately for created at timing. So created at, this is gonna be a timestamps. I hope the spelling is right. Timestamps, not just timestamp, with the time zone. So we are just using timestamp. Of course that's gonna be with the time zone, and by default it's gonna be current timestamp. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I will be just going through it, like I will be reading and all. That's the same thing I need to do. So created at is a timestamp with a time zone, like what time zone we actually have right now, and then default current timestamps. So time stamp, something like this. This simply means that there's a lot that I have to go through, but before that let's simply go through them. The good thing is that all the things have been mentioned here one by one, so won't really have any problem. So first thing is done. Second, varchar 255 unique not null. Email, the name of the second column intended to store user's name, that is email, so user's email. where 50. So okay, we are talking about username here. This is just a typo. A variable character string data type that can store up to 50 characters. It's used here to limit the length of the username. So ultimately 50 characters can be there in the field of the username, not more than that. Unique. This constant ensures that all values in the username column are unique across the table. No two users can have the same username. Ultimately unique means they should be completely unique. If the two users are same, then that's gonna be that will throw an error, and that will not allow us. Not null. This constant prevents null values from being inserted into the username column. Every row must have a username value. That's true. Let's talk about the password thing. Password to 55 character not null, same as above, can be non-unique. Okay, which means the password can be same, as simple as that. Created timestamps with time zone default. This is the special thing. I actually need to mention everything here. Created at the name of the fifth column intended to store the timestamp when the user was created. Timestamp with the time zone. This is really special. Created at is a timestamp with a time zone. This data type stores both timestamp and a time zone, allowing how to spell it allowing for the precise tracking of when an event occurred regardless of user server's time zone. Okay, timestamp with time zone. Timestamp versus time zone. Let's timestamp versus time zone on SQL. In SQL, distinct timestamp and the data types incorporates the time zone information like timestamp with time zone or timestamps in Postgres lies in how time zone context is handled. Timestamp without the time zone information. Let's dive deeper with AI. Okay, give me an example of timestamp and time zone. What does this actually mean? Login time. Login time is times zone. Things are same. Time zone, America, New York. Okay, so it will mention time zone ultimately. What is the location of that time zone? Something like that. That like America and this one is here. Europe, London, India, Delhi, something like this. Delhi, India, for India, or Kolkata, India. Yeah. Login time zone. This column correctly shows that both entries occurred at the same universal moment. The database converted the UTC storage and then converted back its sessions time zone with UTC display. What is the full form of UTC? Okay. But ultimately things are quite clear. I mean, this should be enough for now. I don't get the meaning of time zone and timestamp. Okay, it will help me understand better. Timestamp or data type in database simply records the time from the clock space like this. Okay, it does not store any information about where in the world clock that was. If you look at the timestamp later, you see 10:10, but you don't know if that 10 a.m. in New York or in London. Thus, get this can be confusing if your data comes from different places. timestamps with zone, the clock's face plus the location. That's the same thing I was worrying about. Timestamp is just simply the time. Timestamp zone, time zone, something like is actually the location that the time is from. Timestamp with the time zone, often abbreviated timestamps, records the clock's phase and the location time zone. Okay. This thing is done. And then default current timestamp. This default value automatically sets the created at column to the date and the time at which the row is inserted into the table using the current timestamp of the database server. Okay, default current timestamp. So created at is going to be timestamp with a time zone, and default is going to be current timestamp of that particular server. If you have access to database right now, try running this command to create a simple table, something like this. Then try running the data to see if the table has been created or not. Don't know how to use PSQL. I have installed that. It is asking for the password. It is saying password authentication failed PSQL. Oh, what can be the password now? What about this? It is not working. Crazy. How to use PSQL and what kind of password it's looking for. How to use PSQL and where to find its password. I forgot the enter Postgres. Okay, the password I installed during Postgres SQL. I can change the password. Okay. Stack Overflow. Where to get the password? CP local. Password authentication. Forgot about that. Yeah. Simple thing. I have forgotten the password, so I need to reset the password. How to reset the password? That thing I don't know right now. So I need to figure that thing out. Sudo you Postgres SQL. Not really, not this one. Okay, let's start it from here. Find PG may be located, for example, suppose this. Suppose 9 and 10. Background. Place the following line as either the first uncommented line or the only one. For occurrence of the beginning of separation. The very first thing is that I need to create another Gmail, like a new Gmail for mainly this work. Otherwise, I will be messing up with everything. And then later I will take care of the other things. Still not getting any head around. The PSQLU first connected to database using PSQLU username, database name in your terminal or command. If you forgot your password, then you will need to find the pghba.config file, temporarily change the authentication method to trust in that file, restart the Postgres SQL service, and then reset the password using after username with password and new password within. Oh my god, so many things. Here we have the video for that. First of all, let's try this thing. PSQL username, database name. Oh, I haven't created the username yet, and this is mainly about creating that locally. That means I can create firstly a username, and that username is going to be suppose Vipendra, and the database name is going to be suppose to do db database to do's db, and let's enter. It is asking for the password, so let's enter 32. Okay, forget about that. I will not spell that out. Yes. Can I just simply copy it from here and then paste it here and then enter? I just hope it will not ask for the password now. And as for the password and all these things are concerned, I will be creating a new Gmail. I need to create a new Gmail right away. I will be doing that. Okay, क्या हाल sir? Everything's great, Ryder. Just working on the things right now. Why is this not working? Burning. Okay, it's on. DD. I'm not quite teaching here, okay, so don't get me wrong. I'm just simply working on my things, and I made it live so that at least I have some kinds of recordings to show in future. That's it. So did not find any tables. Okay, I can create a table. That's not a big problem. Connect. Don't really need to connect. SQL editor. This is the command ID, username, email, password created at. This is the time stamp. Let's run it. Okay, problem. Oh, that is wrong. Sorry. This should be a parenthesis, not a curly bracket. Names of the. This is the thing I just forget most of the time. Names of the brackets. It's here. Can't I open these? I think I'm facing network issue. Parentheses, round brackets, square brackets, braces or curly braces. So they are curly braces or braces. Okay. The parentheses, they are right. I spelled the name right. A round bracket we can call them. Then square brackets are there, and then braces or curly braces. This is the thing that I'm learning. The brackets names. It's confusing. I get confused most of the time, so it's better to have a look at them. Okay, by the way, this parenthesis bracket should be here, like the round bracket, and that wasn't here. Because of that, it didn't run well. I think this query ran well. Okay, statement executed successfully. Let's see the tables. The database name is to-do app, and remaining things we have to see. Someone's like the video. Wow. It's good to drink a lot of water. This is the only thing that we can do. Okay, so ID, username, email, personal, password, and created ad. if I try to insert, this is default, created ad is default, remaining username, so I can just insert the username VIP MDRA Vipendra, insert next email, so suppose VIP MDRA @gmail.com, password 123 save it, save changes. Okay, so it's here. Control, we have created this. Let's go back. Yep. Next, interacting with database. There are 4 things you would like to do with database. Okay, insert, update, delete, select, etc. These are the things I need to keep them in mind. So insert, first of all you have to insert the data. The first data I have already inserted. Let's you insert another data. Generate with AI. Okay, and write code for inserting some data. It is working. Wow. This is how we comment. Bob Smith, Bob, as that example and all. So this is the way for commenting in SQL or Postgres. By the way, don't need this thing right now. You can just simply go ahead. Insert public users. Insert into public users. So users table, username, email, password values are going to be like this. Text to SQL original form. Write code for inserting data. Let's write it on our own. So we have to insert some data. So insert into, where we have to insert users. What are the fields? The first one is username, the second one is email, the third one is password. This is for the first time. Once you have used these things once, then just for later on things you don't need to worry about them. What are the values going to be? So values are going to be like suppose VIP is the username and VIP@gmail.com is the Gmail. Password can be anything, 123 123 and all, and that's again can be going to be a character. Let's run it. I need to make proper notes too. Week 17, proper way to use. Okay, commands, this one. Interesting. Create table. Congratulations, it's been 1 hour since you started. How to go ahead? Where can I find the options? Here it is. Okay, this is it. Notice how you didn't have to specify the ID because it auto increments. That's true. It increments automatically. This is how you can just simply insert the values. So it's just for inserting it. So created the table, you inserted the values, and then the next one is you going to update /s2 update dash code. How will you update? Let's see. For now, this is the code that you have. Update user set password, new password, where email is equal to this. Okay. So I need to update users. I need to change the password to new password, and email should be this. So this is how you have to go ahead. Let's give it a try. There is a problem. VIP not exist. These quotation marks are not right. I think over here just a single quotation mark. Let's know the names of these. Don't know. This come on. This versus this. Name of this other. Name of this symbol. Why am I unable to just simply open the pics over here? Come on. Can I open image in a new tab? Quality is too bad. Can't really see anything. Okay, let's open this one. Is it because of the data issue or there's some other reason? Not visual properly. What are the names of these commas? That particular one is not okay. Apostrophe, quotation mark, one single, not given here. By the way, this one is not right. VIP@gmail.com 123 123. executed successfully. Let's go to tables. Okay, so I got this thing. Now I have to update this. So how will I update? That is the thing that I have to go ahead next with. So first thing is that I have to update. What do I have to update? I have to update user. Okay, users. That's done. What do I have to set in that? Because once we update find by ID, and first of all we have to find, then we have to update. So we have to set some values. So suppose the password, that's going to be new password. It will change the password of all. I know it, I messed it up. It's actually being connected, it's connecting right now where I should send. I think the password will change, and that will the password of all the values, all the rows will be changed. Okay, that new password does not exist. Why? Fix with AI. Failed query is this. Set new password. Why are we having to use single quotes? Why can't we use double quotes? This is how SQL runs. Where username triple equals to, where username is this. What is the username? VIP. This command should be right. Updates users, set password to this, where email is equal to this, or username is equal to this, vip@gmail.com. and this is actually going to be an email. That doesn't really matter whether that's an email or username. Username is also unique, right? So I can just simply write VIP here. I think it should run. Statement executed successfully. That means the password should be changed by now. How long will it take to reload? Okay, here the password is changed. That means it works. So I have done two things right now. I have inserted three things actually. Let's copy and paste this thing to over here. So this was the first one. I created the table, then I inserted the values, then I updated the values. The next one that is there, that delete the values. So CRUD operations. So how many things have been done? Create, you have created the table. Insert, okay. Update, okay. Read, write. Create, done. I think read, you will read it from here. Write, CRUD, you update, delete. You have updated, you have deleted, you will read here, you will insert here. So all the four options are here when it comes to CRUD operations. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. Update is done. Let's talk about delete. This is the simple code that you got from here, but it will interfere with some of the things. Delete from users, where ID is this. So ultimately, like update users, delete from users, where of course you will have to mention it. Which one do you want to delete? The second one, the password that I changed. It's going to be like this, that I have to delete from users. If I just simply run this command, then everything will be deleted. Okay. Then on which condition, where username is simply suppose VIP Vipendra, the first one. Let's delete the first one. If I run this one, I even forgot to wear my glasses. Crazy. I hope it's gonna be successful. Statement executed successfully. That means it should work fine. That shouldn't be there anymore. These things are actually taking lots of time. I even installed Postgres if I'm not wrong. Let's run this one. Will it be? I hope so. Postgres is gonna run. I have executed the command Postgres. I have it. Run command to open as an administrator. Let's simply open this. Why is this not opening? Can do one thing. Let's install this one, because using Neon is okay, it works well, but it takes a lot of time. Postgres. Okay, from here we can actually install it. Even I think I installed it earlier. That's not opening. That's another case. I will have a look at this. And if I just do one thing, if I just remove this where condition from here and delete from users, so it will just simply delete everything from there. And that is why we should not use this command at all. Hi, good to see you here. How are you? Okay, you are a pro gaming player. Wow. Let's see. Swastik, good to see you, man, after so many days. How are you? I hope you must be in Satna right now. I'm just simply working on some of the projects right now, so it's like that, learning and just work. So that is why I'm just making it publicly available, not for others but for me. Okay, go ahead. So this has already deleted that, and the last option that we have is simply here. I'm Swastik. Yeah, I got that you are Swastik from Sadhana. I hope. I like you are the same whom I taught earlier in past. Select everything from users where ID is 1. I recognize you. Yeah, Swastik. /s2 select /code. Okay, currently I don't really have any data right now, but still I can use the command. Select everything from users. Let's run it. Where are you? Currently I'm in my village. Right now only in camera only I'm visible, but yeah, I'm in my village. I will come to Satna, but not soon. Maybe after a year. For a year I'm in my village now. After a year I'll be free, and then I'll be visiting the places, many places. Something like that. Statement is executed. If I am selecting everything from user, why I am not getting any value? Let's insert the value first of all. Insert into, where do I have to insert into users? I have to insert username, email, password. What are the values? So values are going to be, suppose username is VIP Vipendra. VIP, come on, I'm writing my name down wrong. Okay, alrighty, just keep up the good work. See you soon. Vipendra at gmail.com. Even in the evening, I'll have a typing session where I will be like typing for 1 hour continuously. The goal is to reach 100, like century, hit the century. Don't know how long it's gonna take, but I hope one day I will hit that. Run. Let's go through table. This is time consuming, especially once you are on a website. That's too much. So you had better install a software where you can run the queries easily. I had some of them earlier. Right now I don't have. That's another case. Okay, so this is done. The ID is 3. Now I have to delete that. The first, not delete that. I have to just select it. That's it. What should we do? Let's go to SQL. Select everything from users. Let's run this. Then I think it should work. And if it works, I should get the result over here too. It should be like that. Yeah. So the ID number is 3 and I am getting this thing including my password. Wow. Now let's put a condition over here where username or just ID is just 1. Then I will not get anything because there is no such entry. Yeah, so I should put it 3 over here, then I will get the right result. It works. So ultimately all these things are done. Try running all for these in your terminal if you have PSQL installed locally. If not, that's fine. We'll eventually be doing this through PG library. Okay. For now, I'm not teaching over here, I'm learning. Don't consider me a teacher here, okay? I'm not teaching anything here, I'm just simply learning. I'm recording the video of the learning, that's it. It is not for the purpose of teaching or sharing the knowledge. It is just for the purpose of recording the journey of mine. I had a channel and I was eligible, so I'm just simply live on YouTube, that's it. And for IG, Instagram, I hope you meant that. I don't really have time for that. I can create the videos, even creating the video requires time. And that's the problem I'm facing. /tt. Publicly available. Okay, it works. Now, can I run a command? Select everything from users. Let's see. It is not selecting that. WHER is where ID is equal to 3. It is still not working. So I don't know how it works. I'll have to figure this thing out. Don't worry about the class too. Like, you don't even need to watch it. It is just for me. I'm not teaching anything here. I'm just simply going through the stuff I need to go through. Select everything from users where ID is equal to this. I think everything's done. I don't really need to worry about anything else right now. This particular page is done. I have even made the notes of all these things. So first of all, I created, then I inserted, then I updated, then I deleted, then I selected. Okay, there's many things I've done so far. And commands. Let's do one thing. Toggle S2. Let's make it commands. And all the code from here. This much. Yeah. This should be inside that, and then that's it. Then I can remove it. It looks better. All the commands I will be getting over here. What could be better than this? Okay, next one. Step how to do queries from a Node.js app. In the end, Postgres exposes a protocol that someone needs to talk to be able to send these commands, update, delete to the database. PSQL is one such library that takes commands from your terminal and sends it to it over the database. To do the same in Node.js, you can use one of many Postgres clients. Okay, npm package pg we have over here. Non-blocking Postgres client for Node.js documentation is here. Postgres. Let's have a look at this. Usually things take a lot of time when you actually have to go through each and everything properly. So ultimately learning takes time. It's not like just in a single day you can learn everything. Why is it taking time? Important security changes to npm authentication take effect on October 13, 2025. New tokens lifetime limits 90-day max. New token lifetime limits 90-day max. And TOTP two-factor authentication restricts become effectively. Classic tokens will be removed in November. Review changes and update you. Okay, got that. Non-blocking Postgres client for Node.js. Is it like non-blocking Postgres client for Node.js, pure JavaScript and optional native installs npm installation. Okay, this is here. We make gaming videos internationally, so you will get views. Forget about views, man. I'm not worried about views. I don't even want to grow this channel. It is just for me. I'm not recording the video for views. I'm recording the video for myself. That's it. Don't worry about the views. And I'm not a gamer. I'm just a coder who makes website. I will be learning other things too later. Later on, I mean. Okay. Come on, where have I clicked? Here we are. Support sponsorship. npm install pg. Got that. What next? This can't be this much. It should be like this. Documentation is gonna be here. I'd like to have a look at the documentation too. npm install pg client. You got a client, then interesting. These things are great. So import client from pg. Const client is equal to new client. Await client.connect. Okay, you need to set a configuration to const response is equal to await client query. Select dollar, that means select hello world dot text as message, this rows dot message. Okay, client dot end. You have to end that too. Error handling, so the very first one is getting started. Version compatibility, error handling, import client dot connect. I'll have to set the configuration here. Query this thing. So what does this mean? Dollar text as message. Hello world. Interesting. Done. So try catch. If there's an error, you will catch it. Finally, you will end it. Okay. Pooling. In most applications, you will want to use a connection pool to manage your connections. This is a more advanced topic, but here's a simple example of how to use it. Import pool, new pool, response, await.pool.query. This. Okay. Or real world apps are almost always more complicated than that. I urge you to read on. Yeah, that's true. I should. But before that, is there any configuration section? pg client, pg pool, pg read cursor utilities. Welcome guides. Not really working. Yes, types transactions. How am I supposed to get this right? Announcement. Node.js Postgres. Is this it? Okay. So new client over here, I can just save all this host, port, database, user, password. Host can be local host 5334. Most of the time this is like that only. 543254. Okay, it can change. New client host client.connect. Once it is connected, then await query, select everything from the result, import client from page, new client, this thing, connection string, PostgreSQL. Okay, things are okay. The thing I have to keep in mind, how can I use Postgres locally, and not only that, how can I just open Postgres? Best match, that means I already have it. Not really, not this one. Okay, it's opening PG admin. Its name was this. Let's see how it helps me. Waiting for program PG admin 4 to start. How long will you wait and when will you start? It will be a great help because then I won't have to go there over and over. Though I can connect to both the things, but if it helps, would be better. You are learning about PG admin right now. You even have a project to get that done. Brainly application is still remaining. You have to make that on your own. Right now I have so much to do. Okay, servers. Welcome to the query. User, host name, port, database, user, password, role, service. Let's connect to the server. You can connect it to an online server. An interesting Postgres. Enter the password, cancel it by. Yeah, so you can actually connect it from here. The terminal. You can connect to the terminal. Schema defaults. Query on Roche. Server. Register, create. I don't know. But I will figure this out. Reference in the how to use this. Register. Create. Okay. What will happen when I create something? Create server group. Let's make it server group. I have this. Then create is done. Register server name. Okay, it's gonna be like Turuj server group server. Okay, but now either host name or service must be specified. Okay, connect the now foreground, background should be like blue color, foreground should be like red, some kind of red color. I don't know how it's gonna look. Server group is here, name is here, connection, address, localhost, host name or address. That's going to be localhost in this case. Postgres maintenance, username Postgres, Kubernetes, password, init for the password, blah blah blah. Parameters. Tim, tim, tim. I'll actually have to watch a video for this thing. Should I do that or not? Can I save it? Unable to connect. Server connection failed. For authentication supplied. Got it. That means I'm just guessing it. Yes. Leave everything behind. This server group that you created. Remove server group. Okay, I'm going to remove it. As simple as that. You will have to learn the things. Most of the things you know from here, so that's a good thing. Should we connect it? Would be better if you do it. First of all, I'm going to create a new Gmail. It's, oh come on, it's 4:53. I never realized even the work. One Gmail just for coding, where that's not related to anything at all. Got that? Or I already have some, like one audio. I can use that anytime. So let's log in with that. You can do anything with that email, that doesn't really matter. Add another account. Okay. One audio book 1@gmail.com. I can use this Gmail anyway. What is the problem? What's wrong with this? Am I not getting 5G network right now? Is that so? Let me check whether I'm actually getting 5G network or not. Well, that is 5G network, man. Still, if I'm facing the problem, then can't really do anything. One audiobook. If this stream ends automatically, I can't really do anything. Let's enter the password. I hope the password is right. Wrong. It should not hope. With the passcode, continue. Next time onwards, wherever I just go, I will be using this ID only. This network is gonna drive me crazy. Really? Haven't I logged in yet? What is the network speed that I have right now? Let's check this thing too. Twenty Mbps. How bad? This should not be like this. Can't sign in one audiobook. Okay, what is the reason behind this? I think the main problem is the network issue that I'm facing right now. This is worse than anything. Mbps. One audiobook. Let's give it one more try. I hope this time it's gonna be fixed. Otherwise, things are gonna be actually crazy. I have to go through this thing. Your device will ask for a fingerprint. Continue, man. Got it, man. Finally in. Don't know what was the reason behind it. It was just failing to log in over and over. But finally, I'm in. If you actually just click on that, you will see that. Yeah, I have this ID installed, right? Like I have this ID in my Gmail account. Forget about Gmail account in this Chrome account, so I can easily use that. Now I have to create a new one for this. Neon DB, and then I can just use that without any worry. Sign up. Don't really want to use this one, so I'll have to log out from here. Last, what does this mean? Set up serverless Postgres in seconds. That's a good actually feature. One stands for first, so it's always going to be first, something like that. Continue. Google will allow Neon Tech to access info about you. It doesn't matter. This ID doesn't make any difference to me, so I can easily use it. project type name 17, the preview 17, 18. There are few limitations to be aware of. Okay, so I should use 17. AWS in Virginia 0.5 GB storage and all. Oh, project name to do app. Let's make it in just the basic app. At least AWS Azure. Create a project. I hope it's not gonna take lots of time. Okay, we are in. Good thing. Inside the tables, we can create the tables too if needed. Right now, I may not find any table at all. We were here. We had to get this thing done. We have to install PG. It was related to week 17 or something. Yeah, week 17. What will I do? First of all, in here, I have to just write the password. That's it. And let it be, who cares? Like, you can use it as much as you want. It doesn't really matter, at least right now. Postgres. Okay, I need to use, like, I need to do everything on my own. Okay, it's already 5.3. Postgres learning. npm install. Can I use it directly? No. npm fine. Few commands. How to change the values of package.json using terminal. How to change the values of package.json using terminal. How to do that? npkj package set. Stack Overflow is the most famous one. I should go through it first, though I can get the answers directly. Okay, npm config set toolbar whatever. npkj set script station to just something like this. And npm pkj set. Over here I'm getting the same thing, npm pkj set. So npm pkj set this, type to module version this, and this is how we have to go ahead. So let's do this. npm pkg package set type is going to be module code package.json. npm pkg author is gonna be Vitendra. That's will be the what is the problem? I have to use set. So that's it there again too. Anything else? Script that's not needed right now, depends. And just wanna create one more file that's gonna be touchindex.js. Am I gonna be using JS or TS? I will be using TS all the time. So npm install TypeScript. This is the first thing. And once it will go through the next one. it will no doubt take a lot of time. I have been facing this network issue for so long, and now when I'm actually downloading something, so it will show its tantrums. Okay, it's done. npm TypeScript is installed. I don't need to install the types. npm npx init. No, how will you initialize it? npx that npx init, something like this. Well, wrong. That was wrong. Then what is the command? Okay, any good command that I may have. Coding the code, software. These are the teachers of mine. Okay, where, not here. Coding the code. Come on here. What am I doing? Important topics. Use TypeScript. npx tsc init. That was the command. npx. Come on, why am I not able to type? Is it okay? It's hung. Not working properly. Let's delete it. Open it again. One npm, not really, npx tsc init. This should work. Okay, we got it here. Let's uncomment this and mkdir src. Source is here. Touch src slash index.ts. This is here. What is our main goal? We have to test Postgres, and over here we are actually creating a TypeScript project for that. Interesting. That means I need to change this. Video tscd and node this slash index.js, something like this. Let's see. npm install pg. I hope that was the one. I actually have to go for a ride. I'm still sitting here. The main goal was, the challenge was for 1 hour, and it's already 1 hour and 48 minutes. So that means I don't need to worry about the timing. Once it is installed, I will be just simply going ahead and import. I can import client client. Come on, what am I doing? Client from pg. Once the page is actually installed, then const pg client is equal to new client, and then over here I will just simply use URL, and once I got this thing, then pg client dot connect. It will connect. Once it's connected, then pg client dot query, and then your query here, home const response. You will get the response here, clg response. Whatever could I have to write, I have written. Well, that has already installed. Cannot find the what npm install saved types of pg. Okay, npm install at the types slash pg saved. I hope I will not get an error. It should work fine. Should we hit the 2 hour? Like after 10 minutes it's gonna be 2 hour. I never even thought of sitting for this long, but okay, once it is started, it doesn't need to get over. Just like that. Okay, this thing is here. pg connect is this connect class connect a while. it returns a promise. That means I think what I need to do is this function main, this main sync, because I need to make it await. I don't know, maybe it's gonna be helpful. Let's see. Then pg.client, this also needs to be the, for now let's don't not okay, let's do one thing. First of all connect it and then see it. Let's make it await. Roast auto, okay, everything's your query here. URL, you have to give a URL, and would be better if it does directly provide some configuration directly. How can I provide the configuration? That's a thing to worry about, but most of the things are gonna be like this. Okay, configuration mainly either you can directly provide the URL and that will work, and then your query here. Let's provide directly the URL and then I'll see the things. Where is neon.console? Where the URL from? Connect. It's crazy, the learning. It's still not done yet. It will just keep going on like this forever. Come on, how long will it take to just reload the page? I'm not even getting the URL today. Okay, here I got it. Can I copy it directly or do I have to just type? Okay, I hope it's been copied. URL. So let's paste it here. That hasn't been copied. I wanna copy it. Won't you allow me? Now it's copied. Thank you. Okay, over here, so this is the NeonDB owner username, this is the password, this is the host, this is the DB name, NeonDB, SSL mode, require, channel, whatever. Okay, remaining things are alright. Then over here I'm connecting it. Once it is connected, we are just simply writing our query over here. What is the query? It is just simply select everything from users. Do I have users? I don't think so. Do I have users table? I will be here just for 8 more minutes and after that I'll go for a ride. At least I'll hit this 2-hour milestone. Again, each hour is a milestone. So if I'm hitting 2 hours, so 2 hours milestone. This internet is just pissing me off. It's taking so much time. I'll have to fix this thing. Who has this much time, man? Keeps waiting for the internet. Okay. This thing is not working. How can I fix this issue of my internet? I can keep my PC over there. That can only help me. Okay, I'll do something. First of all, I have to create a table, then insert the values and all. So there's a lot to do. Let's do those things one by one. Very first thing, await pg.client query is simple create table. Let's write the command for that and then we'll just simply copy and paste. SQL editor. For God's sake, just open. Why are you taking so much time? It is saying it will not open anyhow. How can this be this bad? I don't know, there's something wrong with the network because whatever I'm trying to open, things are taking too much time to just open right now. So let's write this last command and then I'll just call it here. Create table. Table name is gonna be user. What's gonna be ID? That's going to be serial primary key. Second is going to be username. where char is going to be 50 around. It should not, username should be unique, it should not be null. Then I need email. I think this live stream will be ended automatically. Where char, yeah, okay, let's suppose it's gonna be max to max 100. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. Crazy. Again, it will be unique, it will be not null. Then password where char. Okay, let's make it 100 only. It should not be more than that. Unique. Oh, password should not be unique. It should not be null. Then created at timestamp with time zone default current timestamp. I hope this should work. So this is it. Is there any problem with this password? Double A should be the universal password where everything seems to be right. This thing is wrong. There should be parentheses, square brackets. Now it is right. Let's do one thing. Query. Const insert query. Uh-oh. Now what? Sorry, my bad. It should be right in this way. We insert a query and things seem to be okay. I will get this thing done very soon. Right now I just have to go for a ride, because if I don't go for a ride, things are gonna be crazy for me. Okay, so that was it in today's live stream. 3 minutes are remaining. Wait, let's do it for 3 minutes more. Okay, if it ends, okay, I can't really do anything. If it doesn't end, then I will have to end. Just 2 minutes more and done. So create table users string. Let's cancel it. Table users and password created at. I am facing the network issue the most. After this stream, I will get this problem fixed. Okay, anything else? Nothing else as such. And then let's run this. ls npm run that. What happened? I don't know. Okay, let's see. Insert query. I inserted this query. Connected. I hope it's gonna be done. Otherwise, it's gonna take a lot of time. Firstly, fix this network issue. Second thing, fix this error. Something's wrong with this particular code. I don't know what. PG client. Things should be fine, but they are not. Should it be this PSQL? Why do I need PSQL? Why do I need even this? And why do I need this? Things are gonna be like this. And now can I run it again? I hope it's done. It's just simply on. It will be on forever. get created. This is what I want from you. It will show its tantrums. Not really. No, none, zero. Okay, if it's not created, I will create it later on, giving it the last time. This is the last option, last try. If it works, that's great. If it doesn't work, I'll take care of it, this thing, later on, not now, of course. It has already been 2 hours, so I don't need to worry about this thing too. I can end the stream right now, but let's simply have a look at the result right now. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as viewers will experience buffer. Okay, got that. Okay, it got created. Amazing. So mainly because of the network issue, I am facing the problem the most. I will get this problem solved and then I will continue from here. So there are 2 tasks actually, and they actually require lots of time. So let's see. So that was it, and now I'm wishing up very soon. Until then, take care. Bye bye. See you. Let's end this stream. From here I can do that.